Maybe this is some auspicious. Actually, this is not. Then she was looking. Where is the in her house no black cat? Need is what cat?
Like
Black cat. Black cat need. Then she was asked to everybody where we are black cat. Give one black cat and the time of my daughter marriage ceremony. So in the same way, people they never to inquire about the reason. Actually, Hari Bhakti Vilas, why written in the month of Shravan, first month of Chaturmasya, forbidden to eat the what is it called? Sag, spinach. Actually, India in the first month of Chaturmasya, Shravan, there is a heavy rain. So heavy rain, many kinds of insects automatically come. Yeah, and they also contaminated the leaves. You see, the palak and others. And they also laid the eggs in there, small, you can see there. So for this regard, Shastra also the scientific way also. So in the first month, Shravan, you should not eat the sak and palak. Mostly here written with they mention the sak and palak. Sak means spinach, palak means one kind of soft, also green spinach. That is mostly the small insects, they laid the eggs in that spinach. But this is also actual scientific reason. Because all our Goswamis, they are, except that they are written, that is scientific way also. Not only just right. So for this, so many, then Western people, their mind is, oh, this my country, this time is not also, what is called? This time no, rainy season, so we can eat spinach or sak. Sak, understand? No. If you follow the Acharya's rule, because different country, different climate. Even in Brazil, one part is very cold, another part is very hot. Then South Brazil, very cold. Or in North Brazil, hot. Boa Vista and Belém, I think they are very hot. So what to do? Rules is this, you follow the Indian, what the Shastra giving this year now. You know, to arguments, this, oh, my country, eat vegetable, this vegetable, this vegetable. What Shastra is saying, do this. What Acharya's Guru is saying, you have to follow. This is So next month, second month of Chaturmasya, mentioned you should not eat the yogurt. That is called Bhadra. Bhadra means either India, actual all these Shastra are written according to the climate of India, not only Western country. Understand? So you should not argument. Because in the month of Bhadra, second month of Chaturmasya, that sometimes the climate is sometimes very hot and sometimes also very up down. For this regard, this milk and yogurt also are many kinds of bacteria come. Very quickly or spoil. If it's not the climate not steady, then so milk and yogurt contaminate, or is spoil. So for this regard, okay, this month should not eat the yogurt. Third month saying don't drink the milk. Well, why not milk? In this month of Asin, this is also that time was very difficult to find out the milk that time. And actually Indian days that time not also milk not available. Because when our Goswamis they give that this Vasudev that time their concepts are many things. or cows, they're eating too much, or the grass, and then that milk is also not pure, something different. I don't know why. There must be some reason in it. Then last month, don't mustard seed, mustard seed oil, mustard seed and mustard oil, sarso and sarso oil, and these things, and these things also explain. Why? Actual 4th month, you have to do little bit hard stage. This is month, 4th month, that is called the month of Srimati Radhika. Kartikeswari Srimati Radhika. Urja Brata. You have to do some austerities. And that time also easy to perform austerity. India that time also not the month of Kartik, not hot, also not hard austerities. So in this way, our Goswamis, they accept this. And then you what to do, not to do, and follow the instruction of Acharya Guru. Just you told some Gaudiya they are not eating anything. Anyway, and especially Devananda, in the month of Kartik, last month, and they are not cooking anything, only one sabji and rice. One sabji. Understand? Mixed with dals, everything, one sabji. And some also they, in our Keshavji Gaudiya, Parikrama, many kinds of items. And also every day, mostly every day, what is your there is no Utsav, festival. There are many Acharyas, appearance, disappearance, these, Govardhan Puja. So many kinds of also are. If you go month of Kartik, I think it is what? Lot of many kinds of sabjis. Or some Gaudiya only Kartik, month of Kartik, they just only rice and one sabji. And some they also not one sabji, and also one time. One time, night time no prasad, no breakfast. Only midday, after 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and 3 o'clock, they give. I saw these. When I was in Devananda Gaudiya, in the beginning they are very strict. Because actually this thing, I know. That time Devananda Gaudiya, they have no money. And many people are coming and staying on Devananda Gaudiya. So how to maintain? And Bengal people, they are not giving so much money. So how to maintain? Okay, only one time give prasad. If you want, you can stay or you can go back to your home. I asked my uncle, why do this? Well, how to maintain? Bengali people, they are not giving. Maybe give 1 rupee, 2 rupees. Staying 1 month. And giving last day of Kartik, they give maybe 1 rupees pranami. 1 month eating on 1 rupee. How to maintain? Possible? My uncle is completely what? Think how to maintain this. Only rice there. Rice is come for the what is it called? In other village. Rice is available, no problem. But how to, and in the month of Kartik, all the vegetables are very expensive also. Especially in Bengal, also Mathura, and month of Kartik, all the vegetables are very expensive. Because this is the beginning of the cultivate the vegetables. Not coming yet. And that time everything is very expensive. Potato that time we are 50 rupees sometimes. You can imagine. Or they are giving only 1 rupees, 2 rupees. 1 month eating 1 rupees. How to maintain it? So for this regard, my uncle Mathudan Maharaj told, okay, if you want to stay 1 month, no harm. You can stay. Listen Harikatha 3-4 times Harikatha. But prasad only 1 table rice and 1 sabji. And mixed everything. Understand? Depend on everything, the situation. Situation is circumstance. How to do it. Gaur Premanand. Fala português, no? No one better.
Translating.
Everybody understand English? Huh?
Most
Understand? Gaur Hasan. Understand or not? Huh?
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya. Or another? What is it? Brahmachari.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Executive General,
Huh? Huh? Pujari. Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya also.
Krishna Chaitanya. Yeah? Both. Double Chaitanya. Nice. Excellent. Krishna Chaitanya ki.
Vai lá, Crico, fala aí.
Huh?
Desde o começo a gente não fez nenhuma introdução.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Então, no meio da caminhada eu perguntei para o Gurudev que alguns devotos eles dizem que no Chaturmasya a gente não deve comer soja nem feijão. Eu perguntei para ele, né? E ele falou que tudo que a gente segue depende do acharya, né? Tem várias diferentes Gaudiya-matas, eles seguem de diferentes maneiras. Quando ele explicou sobre a história do tomate, que ele estava lá presente quando antes o tomate ele era muito barato, 2 rupias, então eles comiam tomate, né? Aí veio uma
Enchente.
e aí destruiu todas as plantações e aí o preço do tomate ele subiu de 2 rupias para 40, aí ficou muito caro e aí eles pararam de comer tomates. E aí o Gurudev falou que os ocidentais eles dão uma interpretação muito, a própria interpretação das coisas, né? Então o Gurudev falou para não comer tomate, e aí eles falam não pode comer tomate. E ele
Proibido.
Hã?
Proibiram o tomate
Proibiram
sem
o
que ele
tomate.
não tá nem citado no Sastra.
Não tem nenhuma citação no Haribhakti lá sobre não comer, nenhuma evidência sobre não comer tomate, né? Então ele está explicando como tudo isso a gente deve seguir ou não de acordo com a Acharya. E aí ele deu um exemplo como a gente não procura saber a razão porquê das coisas, né? Ele contou essa história de que uma menina ela ia se casar e a mãe dela tava fazendo a preparação de todas as prachadas assim, só que elas tinham um gato preto na casa e aí inclusive como a natureza dos gatos e cachorros é que eles sempre têm que cheirar e lamber as coisas, né? Então eles contaminam tudo. Aí o que a mãe dessa menina fez? Ela foi e pegou uma cesta e colocou o gato preto na cesta. E aí essa menina ela viu isso, mas ela não perguntou por quê, não perguntou a razão. E aí vários anos se passaram, ele falou 30, 40 anos, ela teve uma filha e a filha dela ia se casar e ela lembrou, no dia do meu casamento a minha mãe, ela pegou um gato preto e colocou na cesta, né? Então tem que fazer isso. Então ela não consultou nem a razão.
Questionou.
E não tinha nenhum tipo de gato, não tinha gato na casa, eles foram procurar um gato. Isso quer dizer que a gente não pergunta a razão das coisas, né? Então ele explicou como no primeiro mês de Chaturmasya, por que a gente não come espinafre. E na caminhada ele estava explicando também que no Haribhakti Vilas menciona Shak e Palak, que é espinafre e um outro tipo de espinafre mais macio, né? Uma folha mais macia. Então, só isso está mencionado no Haribhakti Vilas, e os ocidentais deram interpretação de que não pode comer nenhum tipo de folha verde, até brócolis, que não tinha na Índia, né? Então ele explicou que no primeiro mês, Chaturmasya, o mês de Shravan, tem muita chuva, né? E aí por causa disso vários insetos eles pousam nas folhas e eles se reproduzem quando os ovos, e então isso faz mal, né? E por isso não pode comer espinafre. Aí,
Científico, né?
Isso tudo que o Gurudev está falando, tudo que a gente segue, tudo que está no Shastra, ele tem uma base científica, né?
Com o clima da Índia, foi tudo escrito de
Exatamente.
acordo com o clima da
Ele
Índia,
também
não
falou
para os
que a gente não
ocidentais.
deve discutir que aqui o clima é diferente, então a gente pode comer folha verde, não, porque a gente segue os acharyas, né? Então a gente segue da maneira que eles seguiram. Então no segundo mês, iogurte, porque a gente não pode comer iogurte. Ele explicou que no segundo mês o clima ele é muito instável, né? Às vezes está muito quente, às vezes está muito frio, e aí por causa disso o iogurte ele estraga muito rápido, né? Iogurte e leite, aí por isso a gente não come também. Aí no terceiro mês, leite. pode tomar o leite. Mas ele falou que naquela época, na época dos gostões, era muito difícil conseguir o leite, né? Principalmente nesse mês, então a gente não toma leite. E no quarto mês, óleo de mostarda e mostarda. Ele falou que o quarto mês, né, ele é o mês de Shrimati-Radhika, né? Que é o Vrata, o Vrata. Então que a gente tem que fazer alguma austeridade, né? E na Índia tudo, nesse mês é muito fácil, porque a gente deve fazer algum tipo de austeridade nesse mês.
Eles só comiam.
Então principalmente no mês de Kartik você tem várias celebrações de aparecimento e desaparecimento de vários acharyas, então tem vários festivais, e aí então tem um monte de prachada, um monte de vegetal, um monte de sábio. Então na verdade que a gente nem faz muita austeridade.
Se você for ver na outra mata, outras matas é uma vez por dia, à noite, um sábado só, 3 da tarde, não tem café, não tem de noite.
Ele falou que as pessoas vêm pra mata nesse mês, passam o mês inteiro lá escutando Harikata.
Um arup.
Mas na Devadanda Gaudiya Mata, onde o tio dele administra, ele falou que o tio dele ficava maluco, porque a pessoa chegava no final do mês e só dava uma rupi.
Como pra comprar batata que é
Como administrar isso, né? Então dava só 2 preparações, arroz e um sabit. Misturava o dal com todos os vegetais e uma vez só por dia. Não dava café da manhã, nem jantar, porque pelas condições, né?
De acordo
Então,
com a situação.
As austeridades por conta das condições, então depende das condições.
Na Devadanda Gaudiya Mata, o tio dele cuidava e como o Prema falou, que né, era bem austero, eles tinham, arroz era muito fácil de conseguir, mas os outros vegetais não eram tão fáceis, então só uma vez por dia eles cozinhavam arroz e um sábado simples, e aí ele falou que né, quem quisesse vir para ouvir Harikata tinha Harikata 3 ou 4 vezes por dia, mas prachada era só uma vez.
Quem não quisesse isso, podia voltar.
We preparing the breakfast. Para o café da manhã.
Bastante
O vinho.
tem a ordem,
Poucas pessoas, né, que milhares e milhares de pessoas estavam naquela cidade e muito pouca gente assim estava lá para ouvir Harikata. E aí eu fiquei pensando, né, se nós, para estar na presença do sábio, a gente precisa ter sukriti, né, acumular sukriti, para ter contato com a consciência de Krishna e tal. Como que isso começa se uma pessoa nunca teve contato com a consciência de Krishna, nunca ouviu, nunca viu nada, nunca tomou praçada? Qual o princípio disso? Como que funciona assim uma pessoa que está no zero?
She's saying that in your last Harikata in Porto Alegre, you're saying that many people live in that city, but not so many, just few devotees were there with you. It's very rare to stay in association. So she was thinking that how does someone start to get some kind of sukriti if they never had any association, never heard the holy names, never got in contact with any of those things? How can they progress? How can they start their sukriti?
Lord, He arranges everything. Those who are fortunate living it, they accept, otherwise not. And that means Sukriti, different ways coming also, knowingly and unknowingly. That is called Gyata Sukriti or Gyata Sukriti. Understand? Give an example. One very old temple. The people are going to the the temple to listen Harikatha, but most of the village people, they are chewing the betel nut, palm. When they chew, they also taking one kind of white, that's called lime, white lime. They are putting in the palm, you understand? White lime, they are using the palm.
Pedra, uma pedra.
Hã?
Cal. Pedra. Bota. Como é que chama?
They are eating the pan. Pan and pan prasad Srimati Radhe.
Bota
So-
mármore. Pó de mármore.
So that then one old person, he eating pan and also taking some also white. Then rest of the slime he also puts in the wall of the temple. Eh? Lord is thinking he also painting my temple. Our conception, Lord's conception, completely different. Eh? That's the old temple. No one also painting. And think, oh, this person is painting with the white line. This is also Sukra, the Lord accept. Eh? Look, in this way, Lord, He arranged to us many kinds of way to how to create the Sukriti. This is the view. So for this regard, Haribhakti Subhadaya explained Bhaktistu Bhagavakta Sangena Parijayate Satsanga Prapate Pungvi Sukriti Purva Sanchite. So in this way, people they also create Sukriti different ways also. Not one day. Thousand lives. They also create the Sukriti. When this Sukriti will be matured and accumulated, then they will get the association of sadhu, or with the son sadhu, then their bhakti will manifest in their heart. And our conception, Lord's conception, completely what? Different. If anybody eating chewing the betel nut will be forbidden, right? No.
Yes.
You contaminate the wall. But Lord is thinking, oh, he is painting my
My wall.
last little bit part also he paint the
Only one.
line. Big temple. You have only maybe you can half inch. Half inch he also paint the
Wall.
wall of the temple with the
Line.
line. Lord is accept of this is also Sukriti. But that means you knowingly so do know this. And this is not my question. But he's saying in this way, Lord is arranged to us how to create the Sukriti. In this way, thousand lives, many kinds of Sukriti is coming and accumulated and matured. Then they will get the association sadhu. So learn this look. Bhaktistu bhakta sangena parijayate satsanga prapate pungvi sukriti purva sanchiti. So the purva sanchiti, millions birth, these are sukriti and accumulated. Then you get sadhu sangha. You come here in our Krishna consciousness. Not just suddenly you come. Many lives also, maybe you also did paint the temple with the line. Who knows? Shastra saying this. Srila Jiva Goswami Pad and Bhakti Sandarbha explained this way also. Sometimes told this story that Brahman he worshipped Thakurji, then left the ghee lamp and closed the temple. Then a mouse came and mouse tried to eat the ghee lamp. Then ghee lamp flame coming and burned his mustache and left body. When the mouse took the ghee wicks with a sharp teeth and also rolling in front of the Thakurji. Thakurji thinking he is doing my arati also. Arati already done. Just the ghee lamp left there. Thakurji said, no, he is also again doing arati. Offering ghee lamps to Thakurji, this is bhakti or not? Bhakti. But in the beginning, create the Sukriti. Then that the mouse body to coming to, that Atma coming to princess body. That is small baby princess. Spontaneously also are doing arati. Because there are impressions coming. What you are doing in this life, all things are impressed in your mind. Because mind is very settled body. What you are doing your gross body, that is also impressed your settled body. And then next part, automatically that kind of impressions coming, good or bad. So for this regard, so that Atma coming to mouse body to princess body, Rajkumari. From the beginning, her childhood, she also heard. No one taught to her how to worship Thakurji, how to kill him. But why this coming? How did she know? Because her past impression, settled body. For this regard, she doing this. A fair you can see many also devotees in the beginning doing bhakti, childhood doing bhakti. When grew up, then completely what? Atheist. What is called? Atheist. Why? A bad association also. Asat Sangha. We saw many devotees, many devotees son. In the beginning doing many bhajan, sadhan, servicing to thee. I saw it. I travel whole world. I have many devotees, sons and daughters, too much love and affection, do bhajan and sadhan. Then when grew up, 18, 19, 20 years, then completely what? Abandoned. Maybe drinking alcohol, bad luck. And no, mom, I am very tired. I am very tired with Krishna consciousness. Now I am good. Why? Because this is a bad association. And asat sangha. So in the beginning, how did? There were past impressions. This is it. And then now, after 20 or 30 years, then bad association and completely what? Atheist coming. Many I saw also. Many our devotees, sons, daughters, I saw when they small, they are doing so much bhakti, they do. Or when grew up, 20 or 25, then completely no bhakti, no japamala, no kanti mala. No choti and thika, drinking alcohol, eating meat, fish, everything. He was born in devotee's house. So why? Because this is a bad association, asat sangha. And some also in the beginning completely atheist. Then when grew up, I was saying they also great devotee also. Why? Because everything they did previous life, this is true. Some Vaishnava aparad, that is bhakti covered. Then Krishna again giving chance, then that offense disappear, then again they perform bhakti. Give an example, fire, one burning stick, fire. Then when the flame extinguished, but fire inside there. But you can see that the burning stick, that the stick covered with the white layer. You cannot see the fire inside. But if the wind will come, strong wind will come, then that the layer of the white ashes go away and again fire coming. In the same way, some person in previous life did bhajan and sadhan, but did some Vaishnava aparad. For this regard, in the beginning, completely atheist because covered bhakti. Then again, association with Suddha Bhakta, then is bhakti again manifests. This is the nature also. So for this regard, we are looking the many devotees in the beginning bhakti, then next, then not doing bhakti, or again in the beginning completely atheist, or then following bhakti also. Actually, everything is a previous life. Did many kinds of sukriti. Bhakti is foundation, that is the sukriti. Sukriti. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad also explained, some they also coming in Krishna consciousness by the causeless mercy of Krishna also. Krishna by chance he is giving also. Accidentally Krishna gives also this. Akasmat, Krishna gives chance.
If they have no sukriti.
No sukriti. If you have no sukriti, because Krishna is achinta sati, inconceivable potential. Everything you cannot establish, everything with sukriti also, not. Krishna sometimes gives the chance. Why Krishna gives this? Krishna knows. Eh? So, those who are coming by chance and Krishna's mercy, but they are not accept the association of sadhu, then they return back. And you can bring the horse in front of the pond. Horse can drink water or not. This depends on you. You cannot by force drink water. In the same way, Krishna sometimes gives opportunity to us to how to get association sadhu bhakti. This thing. He arranges everything, but sometimes we are not accepting. So what is the fault? Krishna is not fault. Then you have no sukriti, no karma, jnana, yoga, tapasya. Sometimes Krishna he is giving his achinta sakti. He is giving chance. But those who have not accept this chance of Krishna, bhakti, they will return back. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad, one is the commentary also explains. Some devotees come in Krishna consciousness, why they return back? So this is then again Vishwanath Chakravarti Pad, one commentary also explains this. Two kinds of sukriti I told. One called Gyata Sukriti, one Agyata Sukriti. And another is called also Krishna's special mercy. That special mercy Krishna gives chance to us. But if you not accept that chance, then Krishna will do what will do. This story of Brihat Bhagavata Sanatana Goswami Pad. Gopkumar, when he arrived in Vaikuntha, Gopkumar Katha many times I told. When Gopkumar arrived in Vaikuntha, that time Lord Narayan himself told, hey Gopkumar, do you know how you have come in Vaikuntha? What is your bhajan and sadhana? Gopkumar told, I don't know. Then Lord Narayan explained everything. Hey Gopkumar, I have spontaneous love and affection with you. Without reason. That is called Ahetuki Kripa. There are two kinds of Kripa, mercy. One is called with reason, and another is called without reason. That is called Hetu and Ahetu. So Lord Narayan told, hey Gopkumar, listen. When you were wandering in the cycle of repeated birth and death in this Maya, then spontaneous, my love and affection with you. But why? Krishna, Lord Vishnu told, I don't know why. Even I, Bhagavan, I don't know why. Lord himself told, hey Gopkumar, I don't know why I have love and affection with you. Many innumerable living entities. But why I have so much love and affection with you, even I don't know myself. Lord Vishnu told. So for this regard, I am thinking, I have to deliver you from this Maya. Just I am looking, if you have any sukriti will come, then I will take. Thousand births for your birth. So I am looking, waiting. I am Paramatma, I am always with you. If you perform any sukriti, then I can accept. Because this Shastra saying, if you have any sukriti, then Lord will accept. But you did not perform any sukriti. One day just you chewing the pan, bitter nut, and that rest of the lime, if you put my temple, then they go, this is sukriti. Mane, you are painting my temple. White painting. This is also sukriti. But you did not anything. Even you did not turn your face towards me. But I have spontaneous love and affection with you. innumerable living entities. Why I have love and affection with you? I don't know. But I'm thinking I have to deal with it. Then I'm thinking, oh, he has no, then you have no sukriti, no yoga, tapasa, no punna, anything. Then I'm thinking, how to deal with him? Then finally I use my Brahmastra. What is Brahmastra? Huh? Inconceivable potency, Achinta Sakti. Lord, one potency that is called Achinta Sakti. Last I apply my Achinta Sakti. And in this my Achinta Sakti, I turn your face towards me. The Lord can do everything. Kurtum, akurtum, anatha kurtum, jasamartha, sa bhagavana iti vachya. Bhagavan means Iva, which possible, impossible, impossible, possible, he can do. So Lord Narayan told Gopkumar, finally I use my inconceivable potential, Achinta Sakti. In my Achinta Sakti, then I gave birth in Vrindavan on the lap of Giriraj Govardhan in the dynasty of Gopakumar. You have no sukriti to take birth in Vrindavan. Understand? You have no sukriti to take birth in Vrindavan. Take birth in Vrindavan not easy. But Lord Narayan, he told, according to my Achinta Sakti, I gave you take birth in Vrindavan. Not only this, on the lap of Giriraj Govardhan also. Very high place. Madhupuri, Tatravi, Rasutar, Vindaran, Mudrapanita, Govardhan. Govardhan is higher than Vrindavan. On the lap of Giriraj Govardhan in the dynasty of Gopa dynasty. And you are herding the cows. And Lord Vishnu told and remind to you. Remind to Gopkumar. Gopkumar, they were herding the cows. Then still, I am thinking how you will be returned back my place, Chit Jagat. Then myself, Lord Narayan told, I manifest the form of your Guru Jayanta. Gopkumar's Guru's name is what? Jayanta. Could you remember? Lord Narayan told, hey Gopkumar, who is your Guru? But Jayanta, who was Guru? Your Gopkumar, your Guru Jayanta, myself. And I manifest in the form of your Guru Jayanta. Then I was chanting this mother, Sri Krishna Gopala, Hare Mukunda, Govinda, He Nanda, Kishora Krishna, Hasi Jasoda, Tanaya Prasida, Sri Vallabhiji, Radhikesha. Narayan, he told, I manifested in the form of your Guru Jayanta. But still you are not coming towards me. You are herding the cows, going here and there. Look how Lord, so much love and affection. If Lord Kripa Dishti, understand? What is meaning Kripa Dishti? The vision of mercy. Understand? The vision of mercy. Lord, vision of mercy coming, then Lord think I have to deliver anyhow. So finally, I am thinking, according to again my appliement Achinta Sakti, then I attract towards you. You attract with me. Then one day you came in the bank of Jabuna, where I chanted this mantra. Sri Krishna Gopala Hare Mukunda, Govinda He Nanda, Kishoro Krishna, Hasi Jasoda, Tanaya Prasida, Sri Vallabhiji, Bana Radhika. And that means that how Guru attracts that disciple towards him. And we have no qualifications. Sanatana Goswami Padri humbly also quoted one picture. I have no yoga, tapasa, no sukriti, but Krishna's inconceivable potency, Achinta Sakti, we met with Krishna. So at that time also I use my Achinta Sakti and I attract towards you. Then you listen my vibration. So one day you came in Vrindavan on the bank of Jabuna and Kesighat. Understand? Then you met with me and the process is Katha. Then I gave you this mantra also, Gopal mantra. But that time I did not tell to you how to chant this Gopal mantra, how many rounds this. Eh? Understand? Because mantra is spontaneous, but it is Sata Siddha. Self manifest. And you know the meaning of a mantra, you don't know meaning of the mantra. Mantra automatically give Shakti, potency inward. And so Gopkumar, so Jayanta, that means Lord Vishnu told Gopkumar, and then I give a mantra you. And just I chant this Gopal mantra, then I fainted, then you went to the Jamuna fetching water, but when you bring water, then I disappear. Then you feel so much pang of separation from me. And viraha, feeling separation from me. And then you are wandering here and there. And then you came this place, everything. Eh? Then you come this place. Then finally you came in here, Vaikuntha. So this is my, sometimes we have no Sukriti. Eh? But sometimes Krishna, he gives special mercy. Ahituki Kripa. And some they also coming with their Sukriti. But this is the general. Everybody used to come to Krishna consciousness with their Sukriti. Special mercy is very rare. Special mercy is special also. Always not giving. Good Preman. Voilà. Long story.
Então, Gurudev ele começou a explicar que tudo é arranjado por Bhagavan, né? E de várias maneiras a gente pode obter Sukriti, mas tudo pelo arranjo de Krishna, né? E aí ele falou que tem a Gyata Sukriti e a Gyata Sukriti. Com o conhecimento e sem o conhecimento você recebe Sukriti. Então ele contou o passatempo que tinha um templo antigo e aí que tinha um senhor.
Não, eles falam que a população em geral, todo mundo que está ali na...
Então toda a população que estava lá, eles costumavam mastigar pano, né? Noz de pétala. E aí, junto com a noz de pétala, tinha um pó branco.
Uma cal, né? Um pó de mármore.
É um tipo de pó branco que aí
que
eles
também
colocavam na boca. E aí uma dessas pessoas estava no templo e depois que ela acabou de mastigar, ainda tinha um pouco de pó branco na mão e ela passou na parede do templo.
Eles falam que eles fazem isso lá, né? O pessoal que sobe, eles passam na parede do templo.
E aí Gurudev explica.
But don't you imitate.
Então Gurudev ele explica que a visão de Krishna e a nossa visão é completamente diferente, né? Que Krishna, quando ele viu essa pessoa fazendo isso, ele viu como se a pessoa estivesse pintando o templo e que ninguém estava tomando conta daquele templo e pintando. Então ele viu como Sukriti, né? Mas, por exemplo, quando a gente vê alguém, né, fazendo isso na parede do templo, a gente vai falar: o que você está fazendo? Você está contaminando o templo. Então que a concepção de Krishna e a nossa concepção é totalmente diferente. E aí ele também contou outra história do rato, né? Sanatana Goswami Pada, ele conta essa história que depois do Arati, o Pujari colocou a lamparina de ghee e aí o rato...
This is Jiva Goswami Pada.
Jiva Goswami. Então Jiva Goswami Pada, ele disse isso no Bhakti Sandarbha. E aí depois que o Pujari acabou o Arati, deixou a lamparina de ghee e saiu. Aí o rato veio e aí ele achou que era comida e aí ele foi morder a lamparina de ghee. E quando ele mordeu com os dentes, o fogo queimou o bigode do rato e o rato começou a rolar na frente da deidade, né? E aí, então Krishna ele viu isso também como se o rato estivesse fazendo o arati da deidade, né? O arati já tinha acabado, mas Krishna ele é tão misericordioso que ele enxergou dessa maneira como se o rato estivesse fazendo o arati. E aí o que aconteceu? Então quando esse rato ele abandonou o corpo, na próxima vida ele tomou o corpo de uma princesa. E aí desde pequena a princesa ela já tinha espontaneamente a natureza de fazer o arati da deidade. Ninguém nunca ensinou, ela tinha essa natureza espontânea. E aí o que mais?
Aí ele falou que viajou já ao mundo todo.
Depois falar
As pessoas
Que viu várias vezes que crianças que nascem com consciência de Krishna, praticam bhakti quando são bem novas, quando chega a 18, 19, 20 anos, elas abandonam o processo.
Então, ele explicou porque né, no mundo todo ele vê vários filhos de devotos, quando são bem pequenos eles seguem tudo em bhakti, né, bem entusiastas, e aí depois eles abandonam tudo e ficam completamente ateístas. o Gurudev explicou que quando eles são pequenos, o que eles estão seguindo é tudo o acúmulo da Sukriti das vidas passadas. Aí por causa da má associação, aí eles deixam Bhakti, né? Então ele também conta que tem o exemplo contrário, que às vezes alguém no começo da vida é completamente ateísta e aí depois ela se torna devota e segue Bhakti muito firmemente, né? Então o Gurudev
Ele falou das impressões, né? No momento em que o ratinho rolou ali na frente da deidade, isso deixou uma impressão na mente, porque a mente é muito sutil, então essa impressão fica. E então, quando criança, fazer essa prática infantil é a impressão de vidas passadas.
E aí ele falou que tem o contrário também, que a pessoa às vezes no começo da vida ela é completamente ateísta e depois ela segue Bhakti, né? Aí ele explicou por que é isso. Na verdade, a pessoa nas vidas passadas ela tinha muito Sukriti, acumulou vários atos piedosos, mas ela cometeu algum tipo de aparada. Então, no começo dessa vida, a Bhakti estava encoberta, né? Ele deu exemplo de...
Aí Krishna dá misericórdia, dá uma chance e daí tira essa...
Isso aí Krishna dá uma nova chance essa parada ela é removida e ela pode continuar.
Deu o exemplo do fogo.
Então deu o exemplo de uma vara, né? Uma vareta de pau com fogo. Aí o fogo, quando o fogo ele apaga, na verdade o fogo ele tá dentro, mas ele fica uma camada
Brasa,
de cinza.
Fica a brasa
né? A
dentro,
brasa
a cinza
fica
em volta.
e a cinza é encoberta. Então isso é a nossa parada, mas na verdade Bhakti ela tá lá. Então Krishna ele dá uma nova chance.
Se vem um vento forte, tira a cinza.
Tira a cinza e o fogo volta. Né?
Isso, então isso é a misericórdia de Krishna. Ele dá uma nova chance para que a gente possa continuar em Bhakti. E aí?
Srila Gurudev. Ele falou também em Cascavel, 2 anos atrás, quando a gente estava recebendo ele no aeroporto, a gente estava fazendo um kirtana, né? Aí depois na casa do Amirtananda ele falou que a gente cantando no aeroporto, na rua, a gente está acumulando Sukriti e está beneficiando aquelas almas que estão escutando o Mahamantra.
You're saying that 2 years ago, in some places you did Harinam Sankirtan, and that you said that when we do Harinam Sankirtan, we are accumulating Sukriti for ourselves and also benefiting others.
Yeah.
Fala a história de
Ram
Gopal.
Sankirtan will come.
Então,
You chant holy names, sound vibration, you get benefit, also others will also benefit. Sukriti will come. Anyhow. Jamil just gave his son's name Narayan. So, and he chant his son's name, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. This is Sukriti also. You are not Mahabhagavat. But still, holy names is how powerful. If you chant holy names, also you get benefit, also others get benefit. Good, you have to prepare to go. Okay? Jackfruits, nice.
Yeah, they went there to take more. And all small.
More?
They're beginning to grow, right?
This type.
1 more month, they'll be nice.
Yeah.
There's not much like this.
Perfect.
Only few like this size. The others are very small.
Very small. Not sure.
Yeah.
Okay, good.